Beneath the twinkling lights and the velvet red robes adorned with snowy white trim, there lies a story far deeper than the commercial shimmer of modern festivities. Today, we pull back the curtain to reveal a figure shrouded in both lore and historical mystery, the true enigma that is St. Nicholas. In the sun-kissed lands of the Mediterranean, long before the first snowflake kissed the eyelash of a jovial, ruddy-cheeked Santa Claus, lived a man of faith and compassion. We travel back to the 4th century, to a bustling province known as Lycia, now part of modern-day Turkey, where Nicholas served as bishop of the seaport town of Myra. It was here, amidst the ancient architecture and echoing footsteps in the halls of history, that the true spirit of St. Nicholas began to take shape. Born to wealthy parents in the late 3rd century, Nicholas could have pursued a life of comfort and privilege. Instead, his deep Christian faith guided him to a path of generosity, choosing to use his inheritance to aid those in need. Tales of his secret gift-giving spread far and wide, from rescuing 3 impoverished sisters from destitution by providing dowries to saving sailors from treacherous seas. His life became a tapestry of miracles, interwoven with acts of profound charity. As we juxtapose the austere bishop with the jolly Santa Claus figure, we are struck by contrasts that reveal much about our own evolution of character. Where Nicholas was known for his quiet, anonymous gifts, today's Santa Claus is a flurry of exuberant joy, a center of attention heralded by parades and ho-ho-hos. The former walked the earth, humbled yet determined, whilst the latter soars across the sky, a mythos animated by reindeers and sustained by belief. And yet, as we sift through the sands of time, certain threads in the narrative remain unbroken. The kindness of St. Nicholas transcended his mortal life, weaving its way through centuries of tradition, refusing to be silenced by the passing of ages. His feast day on December 6th became a marker of generosity, a spark that would kindle the flames of giving across borders and through hearts. It is in this shared space of charity where the bishop and the legend converge. As we ready ourselves to delve further into this extraordinary journey from past to present, we invite listeners to ponder a simple act of kindness. Isn't this where all legends truly begin? Stay with us as we explore the reverberations of one man's legacy, which continue to shape the world many centuries later. As we continue our journey through the annals of history, we arrive at the shores of the Mediterranean, in the ancient town of Myra, part of what is now known as Turkey. It was here, in the 4th century, that a man named Nicholas served as the bishop of his community, a man whose legacy of compassion has traversed centuries. Known for his profound empathy and love for his fellow man, Bishop Nicholas embarked on a life path marked by kindness, making him a beacon of hope in times often clouded by adversity. The stories of Bishop Nicholas's generosity are numerous, and one tale that has stood the test of time concerns a destitute father and his 3 daughters. In those days, a young woman's dowry often determined her future, and without it, her prospects were grim. Moved by their plight, Nicholas secretly provided a dowry for each daughter. One account tells that he dropped bags of gold down the chimney, where they fortuitously landed in stockings hung to dry by the fire. This act not only rescued the family from despair, but it birthed the tradition of hanging stockings that many still cherish each Christmas Eve. Another anecdote records that during a great famine, Nicholas discovered that a malicious butcher had lured 3 children into his shop, where he killed them and placed their remains in a barrel to cure, planning to sell them as ham. Bishop Nicholas, led by a vision, found the barrel, and by his prayers, the 3 children were restored to life. While this story might be apocryphal, it serves to symbolize the profound impact Nicholas had in confronting evil with the power of faith and righteousness. As bishop, Nicholas was also revered for his humility and dedication to his spiritual calling. During the Diocletian persecution, which sought to eradicate Christianity from the Roman Empire, Nicholas was said to have been imprisoned and tortured for his unwavering devotion to his faith. His resilience and ability to maintain his principles in the face of persecution elevated his status to that of a living martyr in the eyes of his community. His passing on December 6th, which is now celebrated as St. Nicholas Day, left an indelible impression. Miracles attributed to him continued to be reported after his death, further enhancing his legend. These accounts amplified his sainthood, turning the compassionate bishop into a patron saint, not just of children, but also of sailors and many others. His mortal journey had concluded, but the odyssey of his spirit and the ethos of his deeds were just beginning to imprint themselves on the tapestry of history. The legacy of St. Nicholas is not merely etched in lore, but illuminated by the flame of countless deeds that light up the darkest corners of human despair. As we reflect upon his life, we see a man who walked the earth in a spirit of genuine altruism. Whether it was providing for the needy, protecting the innocent, or standing steadfast in his beliefs, Nicholas of Myra is a testament to the enduring power of kindness. His life is a reminder that it's not the grandness of one's actions that etches one's name in history, but rather the love and intention behind those actions that resonate through the ages. With the dawn of December comes a story that has traveled through time, a narrative embroidered richly with the customs of countless cultures. We turn the page to explore the global embrace of St. Nicholas, a figure whose legacy extends far beyond the solitary image of a merry man in red. As we glide across continents, let us witness how various societies have adopted and adapted the customs that honor the famed Bishop of Myra. Venture first to the cobblestone streets of Europe, where the spirit of St. Nicholas flourishes with vigor. In the Netherlands, children eagerly anticipate the evening of December 5th, Sinterklaasavond, the eve of St. Nicholas Day. Here, the saint is envisaged as a venerable bishop, garbed not in red but in the regal vestments of his holy office, complete with a mitre and crozier. Dutch tradition tells of St. Nicholas, or Sinterklaas, arriving on a steamship from Spain, accompanied by his helpers, known as Zwarte Pieten. Leaving shoes by the hearth, children hope to find them filled with sweets and small gifts, a custom dating back to St. Nicholas's reputed habit of secret gift-giving. Cross now to the frost-laced realms of Eastern Europe, where St. Nicholas Day heralds a different blend of reverence and celebration. In countries such as Ukraine and Poland, the day is marked with religious solemnity as well as joyous anticipation. There, St. Nicholas is believed to confer blessings upon the faithful, bestowing treats upon the young. In Ukraine, a vivid weave of pagan and Christian traditions gives the festivities a unique hue as children sing songs of praise and lay out treats for the saint, hoping he might exchange them for small presents. Not all cultures confine their festivities to the early days of December. In parts of Germany, St. Nicholas visits twice, first on his feast day to reward the well-behaved with sweets and nuts, and then again on Christmas Eve in his more secular avatar as Weihnachtsmann to deliver more substantial gifts. The transformation is a marvelous study of adaptation, illustrating how the character of a generous ancient bishop can become intertwined with newer, more familial traditions. And what of the grand shores of America, you might wonder? Here the Dutch Sinterklaas would weave his way into the cultural tapestry as Santa Claus, a transformation that occurred in the melting pot of New York, formerly New Amsterdam. The saint's altruistic legend endured, even as his persona grew to symbolize the widespread Christmas gaiety. Cities dazzle with parades, most notable among them the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which traditionally heralds the start of the Christmas season. The parade sparkles with festive flair, and Santa Claus assumes pride of place, signaling to the eagerly waiting children that his time has come once more. On a more reflective note, the cultural adaptations of St. Nicholas's traditions are more than just festivities. They are a mirror into the heart of each region's values and community bonds. Whether it's the sharing of speculoos cookies in Belgium or the secret Santa exchanges in office parties across the globe, each act of giving is a reflection of St. Nicholas's generosity and the eternal human bond of community and caring. As our survey of St. Nicholas traditions across the world draws to a close, we consider this. The story of a 4th century saint still resonates in hearts and homes across all corners of the globe, uniting us in the common joy of generosity. Whether through humble shoes filled with candies or grand parades lined with cheering crowds, the spirit of St. Nicholas endures, ever fostering the delights of giving and the warmth of togetherness. As we delve deeper into the historical voyage of St. Nicholas and his incarnation as Santa Claus, we arrive at a crucial junction, the transformation from benevolent bishop to the emblem of Yuletide joy. The metamorphosis of St. Nicholas into the figure we know today as Santa Claus is not the work of a single moment or tradition, but rather a tapestry woven from rich cultural threads. This transformation began taking shape in the 19th century with the publication of the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, more popularly known as The Night Before Christmas, in 1823. Penned by Clement Clarke Moore, the poem depicted a jolly, plump man with a twinkle in his eye who traversed the globe in a sleigh led by reindeer. It is here that our modern Santa began to emerge, with his hearty ho-ho-ho and a sack brimming with gifts. Literature, however, was just one catalyst in the evolution of Santa Claus. Art also played an influential role in shaping his contemporary image. Thomas Nast, a political cartoonist, is often credited with giving form to Santa's current likeness through his illustrations in Harper's Weekly, starting in the 1860s. Nast's Santa was rotund and cheerful, with a flowing beard and a red suit trimmed with white fur, characteristics we instantly recognize today. As the 20th century dawned, Santa Claus was ripe for a rebranding, perfectly suited for the age of commercialization. The transformation from saint to salesman was in large part due to savvy marketing efforts by retailers looking to capitalize on the holiday season. The most notable influence was the Coca-Cola Company, which began featuring Santa in its advertising campaign in the 1930s. Artist Haddon Sundblom's portrayal of Santa for these ads, with his rich red coat and lively grandfatherly image, cemented the modern vision of Santa Claus. These advertisements were so widespread and influential that they left a lasting image in the minds of the public, a jolly, warm-hearted figure who personified the Christmas spirit. The intertwining of commercial interests with the long-standing traditions of folklore created a perpetual cycle, contributing to the further evolution of Santa Claus's image. Department stores and shopping malls appropriated Santa as a mascot to draw in families, and the motion picture industry brought him to life on the silver screen, both of which contributed to the global diffusion of the character. The figure of Santa Claus started becoming a symbol of generosity and consumer jubilation around the world, seen in countless parades, holiday gatherings, and most poignantly, in the eyes of millions of children eagerly awaiting his mythical sleigh on Christmas Eve. While some lament the commercial overtones that Santa Claus has come to embody, it's essential to recognize that at the heart of this beloved cultural icon is a history steeped in kindness, generosity, and the simple desire to bring joy. As the keeper of lists who rewards the well-behaved, Claus serves as a tool for parents encouraging good behavior, while also providing a touchstone for communal celebration and the spreading of goodwill. The story of Santa Claus, with its roots in the legend of a 4th-century bishop, is more than a transformation. It's a reflection of our societal values, a chronological mirror showing us the influence of narrative, art, commerce, and our collective love for a festive tradition. It embodies a blend of solemn historical respect and the unbridled merriment that fills the air each December. As we celebrate Santa Claus, we're not just reveling in the myth, we're paying homage to the countless influences that have shaped this icon of Christmas joy. As we delve deeper into the story of St. Nicholas, we reach a profound layer that resonates as much today as it did centuries ago: the spirit of giving. This legendary bishop of Myra was renowned not just for his acts of kindness, but for how those actions echoed through time, influencing values and customs across generations. It is said that St. Nicholas would secretly bestow gifts upon those in need, a practice stemming from his own heartfelt generosity. One of the most famous tales involves him providing dowries for 3 impoverished sisters, safeguarding their futures. This story dates back to the 4th century, yet it carries a timeless message that transcends the calendar: the impact of selfless giving on societal values. Reflect for a moment on the modern landscape, where the ethos of St. Nicholas can still be felt. Our global society, with all its advancements, continues to cherish the joy of giving. It shapes how we come together as communities, especially during festive seasons, reminding us that at the heart of our celebrations is the act of sharing with one another. But let us not only focus on giving during times of celebration. Imagine a world where the spirit of St. Nicholas, the spirit of giving without expectation of return, permeates everyday life. How might that change the societal canvas? Acts of charity, volunteering, and simple kindness are the threads that could weave a more compassionate society, echoing St. Nicholas's own mission. As we draw from these reflections, let us also draw from history. The Feast of St. Nicholas, traditionally celebrated on the 6th of December, serves as a yearly reminder of his legacy. It's a call to action, an invitation to embody generosity, just as St. Nicholas did. Though the times have changed, the core message does not. To give is to enrich, not just the receiver, but the giver and the wider community as well. This spirit, deeply embedded within personal traditions around the world, is what gives the holiday season its warmth. Each act of giving, be it a gift, a kind word, or a helping hand, is a thread connecting us back to the ethos of a 4th century bishop whose legacy lives on. His story encourages us to lift the veil of commercialism and rediscover the joy found in generosity, a sentiment that captures the true essence of the season. And so, as we reflect upon the life and legend of St. Nicholas, let us carry forth the principle that defined him, a spirit of giving, which lights up hearts and homes, not just during the holidays, but throughout all days. For in preserving this spirit, we honor not just St. Nicholas, but the very best of what it means to be human. Thank you for joining us on the Daily History Podcast. Your curiosity fuels our exploration, and your support makes this journey possible. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts with us. We welcome you to comment with your suggestions for future episodes. The topic with the most likes will be featured in an upcoming podcast. Your voice matters, and together we will uncover the endless secrets that history has yet to reveal. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and most importantly, stay connected with us. Your next historical adventure awaits.